Hey Zingers, it's Dan Leach, and I have a fantastic guest for you today. It's the CTO of Asset Entities Management, Jason Lee. Jason, so great to be with you today.
Nice to be here. Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, we're really excited to talk to you. I wanted you to give us an overview of Asset Entities.
Sure. So Asset Entities is essentially an entity of assets. We focus on both the creator economy as well as enterprise businesses looking to create a larger digital presence. Our various business segments range from everything from designing content and doing marketing, such as Auction Swing, which is one of our businesses that has 430,000 followers with 22 million plus views in the last 30 days, to developing technology platforms like Ternary CRM, where we helped businesses process 13 million plus in revenue in the last few years, as well as even managing Discord communities, ranging from Hall of Famer Michael Irvin to enterprise customers like Live Nation with Rolling Loud.
No, it's fantastic. And Jason, let's talk about the creator economy. What is special about the creator economy and why this space right now?
Sure. So, as I'm sure you've seen recently, audiences are consuming more content on social media rather than traditional media due to its accessibility and personalization. So, social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube provide on-demand, bite-sized, and algorithmic-driven content really tailored to individual interests, unlike traditional media, which is really fixated on programming schedules. So as content creators grow across various audiences-based platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they begin to look for better ways to engage their loyal followers so that they can shift to more community-based platforms such as Discord to funnel their audiences into a single place. So having a mass amount of people joining these private Discord servers creates unique challenges, which is why we continue to innovate and build in the space.
Oh, I love it. And as a CTO, what kind of challenges do you face on the technical side of things?
Sure, a lot. But as CTO, one of the biggest challenges is balancing really innovation with stability. On one hand, we want to stay ahead by constantly adding in new features and building out new products. But on the other hand, we have to ensure that our existing systems that we have in place are stable, that can scale, and are secure. So another challenge is also managing things like technical debt and prioritizing when to optimize versus maybe when to push forward with building new features. Another large part of what makes a company successful is really the strength of our product. So behind our product is people, and both building and maintaining high performing engineers, and the team as a whole is really important. So making sure that we create an environment where people are aligned with company goals, they feel ownership on what they're working on, and from there they can actually grow their skills is really important to foster.
That's the best way to be. And listen, I know there are challenges with Discord servers. Can you walk us through what some of those are and how you're solving them?
Yes, absolutely. So taking a look back, Discord was built back in 2015, and it focused on anonymity, which is why everyone you see in Discord is behind a customizable username, a profile picture. Really, no personal information is ever shared, so you don't really know who's who. So as creators and businesses begin to focus on engaging their customers through a community-based platform like Discord, they have lots of people joining, and these server sizes range from tens of people all the way up to, I think the largest currently is like 21 million people in Midjourney's Discord server. So with that said, one of the solutions that we created was a simple 3-step sign-up process that allows you to not only connect your Discord information, then be able to check out and provide things like your name, your email, and your phone number, and then from there be sent directly into a Discord server. But on the admin side, you have the ability to see all that information and better utilize that customer data for things like marketing and personalization. And it also helps that we are Stripe verified as a partner. So it does add to the secure checkouts that we provide.
Well, let's make it personal. How can businesses like Benzinga benefit from using Discord?
Yeah, of course. Benzinga, obviously has millions of followers across different audience-based platforms like Instagram, X, and YouTube. So channeling them into a single place, like a private Discord server, could be really great for you guys to build more of a many-to-many type of relationships between kind of your audience members. So since you all have a great trader-focused platform like Benzinga Pro, you could use Discord to better communicate things like maybe your roadmap, product features, maybe promotions that you guys are having that you have going on, as well as maybe things like demos, of what the product looks like, just to help not only the existing customers, but also maybe allowing yourselves to engage with prospective customers to help answer any questions from them, converting them over. I also saw from one of my friends that you all had some of these really awesome Benzinga anime edition t-shirts from like several years ago. And I thought that was super awesome. And I know for sure those are really unique. Those are probably limited edition. And being able to provide something like that in terms of an experience and a giveaway to your community really helps foster a lot of that brand love for you all too.
Of course, no, it's really amazing to see how all that's grown, how Discord has grown. And, I know the future, Jason, is very bright for the creator economy. How do you see things progressing?
Yeah, so the future is definitely bright as people continue to engage across these different social media platforms year over year. There will always be a need for both content creators as well as businesses to better service their audiences. And Discord is a phenomenal place to build that new revenue channel. So one of the biggest challenges for the creator economy is probably that there are too many point solutions or different tools that you can use. And thus it kind of creates different silos of customer data and information. An example of this could be storing, customer tracking inside of Excel sheet, using Gmail and tracking emails inside of, customer service there, using PayPal for invoicing and so forth. But with all these different point solutions that you have to integrate together and have kind of speak together, it creates a huge technology challenge for businesses. So a great example of, a company today that's fixing this is Salesforce, where they're a $340 billion company, and they're offering an all-in-one platform that handles sales, service, marketing, analytics, and so forth. But where is that for the creator economy? So ultimately, that is what we're aiming to solve in a similar way. And so far on the technology side, we really are just scratching the surface.
Yeah, it really is an exciting times. The future's so bright, and you have an incredible, story yourself. What was the journey for you like from working at Salesforce to then building your own startups to then getting acquired by a public NASDAQ company? Pretty good in a day's work.
Yeah, it's definitely been quite a journey. Definitely a long way to go as well. But just kind of reflecting back, I worked as a solution engineer at Salesforce for 7 years before deciding to start my own business. I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I feel like one of the biggest advantages I had was my experience at Salesforce and being able to understand the different challenges ranging from small businesses all the way up to large enterprise companies like Chick-fil-A. In 2019, when building my first business, Option Swing, an educational trading community based out of Discord, I was building a fast following on Instagram with my daily content that I was posting, and I wanted a better way to engage all of my followers. So I decided that Discord would be the best place since I can text, audio, video, live stream, and essentially educate through that private community. But then came the question, how do you actually go about getting someone from your website to a checkout screen to collecting and authenticating that payment to then sending them into Discord while automatically applying the correct roles, to them? More importantly is, how do you offer a self-service portal so that they can log in, manage their own membership, cancel on their own at any time, and so forth, without opening all these different support cases and creating larger overhead for these communities. So right time, right place. I met Roberto, who's still with me today. We built a platform together that could do essentially all of that. When we scaled from $0 to $1 million in our first 10 months of business, we knew that not only were we building a significant educational business on the side, but this entire technology platform that's running and managing and scaling everything that was built in-house by us could probably be used by tens of thousands of other businesses out there. So we decided to spin up a second company called Turnair Developments, where we offer kind of the B2B SaaS solution to others through there. So fast forward, a lot of different ups and downs as an entrepreneur, but over the 5 years, I'm very thankful, for everything that happened. And last November in 2023, we were acquired by ASST Entities, a publicly traded NASDAQ company. And so, we continue to build and scale further with more resources and, great people.
Just love it. And it just shows you anything is possible as long as you believe and never give up. Jason Lee, the CTO of ASST Entities Management. That was an absolutely fascinating conversation. Thank you so much for joining me today, Jason.
Thanks so much for having me, Dan. I really appreciate it.